like ChatGPT and all of those other stuff. So utilize revonews.ai and see how it works for you. You can literally ask it anything. All right, good. Let me just check if we are now, because I would hate for this to be the final show for 2025, and we are. Right, here we go. So I want to say good morning to... Oh, the live just start. So nobody not over there yet. Boy, Kevin. Oh, well, I don't know what's happening on this computer, but it's kind of delayed, so I'm not seeing the YouTube chat just yet. But let me refresh. Okay, I'm only seeing Merlin Russell and Rupert Wilson. So good morning to you, Merlin Russell. Good morning to you, Rupert Wilson. I guess throughout the day, I can bring up the rest of the YouTubers. But we are up on a break. So let's take a break. When we come back, we have for you the Consular Queen. We have a quick chat with the Consular Queen, and after that, we'll open the phone lines for you.
Merry Money Mania loan promotion this Christmas. Borrow big and win bigger. Get loans of $1.5 million or $2 million at specially reduced rates, plus a chance to win your share of $1 million. New customers get double entries. Hurry! The promotion runs October 15 to December 19, 2025. Visit any branch or chrisandcharles.com for details. Chris and Charles, making Christmas merry. Conditions apply.
1, 2, 3, let's go!
Party into 2026 this year with your closest friends and family while enjoying Kingston's biggest fireworks show on Loose Cannon Tours New Year's Eve Harbor Cruise. Enjoy sumptuous food and drinks with your favorite hits. The party starts at 9 p.m. with the catamaran departing from the Grand Excelsior Hotel, Port Royal. Early tickets $125 US or 20,000 Jamaican dollars. Purchase tickets online at loosecannontours.com, Ribby's, Sweetwood Jerk, or Bill Express island-wide. For assistance, call or WhatsApp 876-495-2222.
Importers, clear customs, not your schedule. Download the JA Customs Connect mobile app from the Google Play and Apple App Stores and enjoy the ease to calculate your customs duties, search for tariff codes, track and trace your shipments, pay your declarations, and so much more, all in a click right at your fingertips. So save time, save money. Download JA Customs Connect mobile app today. It's fast, safe, and convenient. For details, visit jca.gov.jm. JA Customs Connect mobile app is powered by the Jamaica Customs Agency. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton, and I did tell you before the break that we will have a quick chat with the Consular Queen this morning. She's not in studio today, but she's joining us on the phone. And the Well, Zoom. Okay, Zoom. So we will see her. The most recent change affecting the Violence Against Women Act, effective December 2022 to 2025, comes from U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, which issued updated policy manual guidance that went into effect on December 22. These updates impact how VAWA self-petitions, that's Form I-360, are evaluated and clarify evidentiary expectations and relationship requirements for qualifying survivors. And I'm sure there are some Jamaicans who would have probably benefited from this. So we are going to talk to the Consular Queen, Nordia Barrett Lewis, about this and how it may affect future applicants. Good morning to you, Miss Consular Queen.
Good morning, Nora, and I want to say happy holidays to all my listeners out there, because I believe this is our last chat before the year ends.
Yes, it is.
I do appreciate you coming to listen to me and even making those calls for services. So happy holidays. All right. So let's segue into the VAWA. I know that persons heard the term VAWA, they don't necessarily know what it means. The acronym is Violence Against Women Act. However, it also protects men. Now, this is something that the United States federal law had designed to ensure that persons that survive domestic violence, abuse, extreme cruelty, that they don't have to fear not being able to get their status together, right? And part of that is because it is sometimes a chokehold on some of them, because the petitioner knows that they're not documented, knows that they're unlawfully present, and so they will from time to time use that against them. They'll abuse. And it's interesting that the last time we spoke about the fact that the United States does not take kindly to domestic violence. And of course, these individuals are protected. So it's I wouldn't say it's an incentive, but it's a way of saying, hey, you don't need to be sitting in all of this abuse. You don't need to be taking it because you want to ensure that you have legal status.
Right.
You're going through this if you can show that it's bona fide. So those it's not even changes, those updates that would have taken place and in effect since Monday, Tuesday of this week, that's the 22nd and 23rd of December 2025. Those are really to enhance and remind individuals that their cases first need to show bona fide marriage. So you can't find yourself into a business marriage and then you're seeking VAWA. That's not the case, because business in the first place would not have been legal. Right? So you need to prove bona fide marriage. You need to prove that the abuse is real. I know that some people are fearful of calling the police when they're physically abused. They're fearful because they know they're undocumented. The abuser does it because they know they're fearful of calling the police because it might just turn on them and they end up with ICE, you name it, right? So the United States now allows them, the federal law allows them to petition showing the bona fide marriage, showing the abuse. Some persons' abuse is psychological, and how can they demonstrate that? By seeing a therapist. And there are a number of VAWA therapists around. They will take your statement from you, interpret it, put it in a form that is palatable to USCIS, the person that needs to adjudicate your case, right? And make sure that it's sane and they're seeing what they want in the document. Because remember now, even if you come to me to have your case prepared, I'm no therapist. I won't be able to interpret what has taken place with you the same way a therapist can. The other thing is that they'll need to make a personal statement. The personal statement needs to be very much aligned with that of therapist statement. You can't write USCIS one document saying something and the therapist is also saying something else, noting that the therapist would have interviewed you in order to gather whatever information is there. So there needs to be alignment with how this document or how these statements are being prepared. So of course the therapist is one. If you had called the police, that police report would also make another one. One of the things that in most recent years they have been doing with VAWA is that the victim needs to show something that they are FBI cleared, as in they have no situations in the background, because if they do, then it becomes a problem for them. Because sometimes those same situations will throw them in the position of being the aggressor.
Right.
Right? Like they almost put themselves in a position to be abused. So they have to be super, super, super careful with all of that, which is happening. Now, the key feature of VAWA is that it's survivor centered. It is also confidential. And the requirements are usually flexible. They need to align. The story needs to align. The police report, of course, it helps. The therapy, the medical records, because if you were hit, while you may not call the police, you may have gone to a medical facility to show your scars or whatever would have happened to you. So all of that needs to be credible proof. Must be credible proof. It cannot just be some fly-by-night makeup store, because now they're interviewing you at the end.
Right.
And your interview needs to align with everything that you have initially shared. And the purpose, the main purpose and core of VAWA is to ensure safety, dignity, and independence of these survivors. And I'm happy the term survivors is used, because not everyone that goes through abuse make it out.
Right, that's true. For those who are victims in these situations and are utilizing a VAWA to adjust their status in the United States, how does having any form of prior criminal record, even though in this case you are the victim, how does having a prior criminal record affect your application through VAWA?
All right, so we speak about bona fide marriage. We speak about the abuse must be bona fide. You also must demonstrate good moral character. So if your good moral character is impacted, then it will affect your case generally. Right now, what I've seen them doing, and I can speak from what comes into my office, their work permit, the work authorization that they normally get while they're waiting, those are now being evaluated, and they're sending back something to say that your positives must outweigh your negatives in order for them to provide you with such documentation. And in one case, they were able to show that this particular client had 4 charges against him: driving under influence, not staying within the lane that was provided, what period he was monitored by, how much alcohol was in his system. All of that was shown on it. So that, of course, will impact on his case, and now he needs to figure out how he will navigate such.
Right, and you did say, well, you brought it up earlier, where the abuse is not physical, but to help to prove that there was abuse, whether verbal, psychological, or any in any other way, financial, in any other way that you can't show probably physical scars or video footage of abuse. You said a therapy session or going to a therapist can be a piece of evidence that you can use to show that there was indeed abuse.
I would say that's one of the main ingredients if you are going to submit your VAWA case, because, okay, remember now, who else, what professional are you waiting on the officer when they're interviewing you to determine how, if you had PTSD from what has happened, who will interpret that for you? What professional will do that for you? So I would say to you that's one of the main things that should, or I should say must, be submitted with your documentation.
What about those who probably did not go to a therapist, but maybe they went to a pastor or some kind of community leader, where can those persons be pulled into as evidence?
All right, so they speak to community interaction. So of course, if they have been doing stuff with their pastors, an affidavit would have been sent. However, those therapy notes, they are somehow specific and aligned with how USCIS would want it, and that's why I'd speak to a VAWA therapist and not just a therapist, right? You want to ensure that the document is done in a particular way and aligned to support your claim.
Understood. Is there anything else about this process and the amendments that have been made that you think our listeners should know as we wrap up?
All right, so listeners should know that they cannot just at random pick VAWA. Something didn't work out, so let's pick VAWA. It doesn't work like that. Your abuse needs to be real and bona fide. Your marriage needs to be real and bona fide. And you must demonstrate good moral character.
It's not, I don't know if it falls under this, but for persons who leave Jamaica and go to the United States, claiming to flee some kind of abuse in Jamaica, is there any coverage for them under VAWA, or is there any other way in which they can adjust their status?
VAWA is also a relief for them, for asylees. Nonetheless, it's not just VAWA, it goes through a process that we could not have spoken about today. But yes, VAWA is sometimes a relief.
Okay. All right. And for those who are listening, let's let them have your contact information so that if they need to reach out for assistance, they can do so.
Okay. So it's www.barrettimmigration.com. That's barrettimmigration.com, or 470-593-8448.
All right. Thank you so much. All the best for the Christmas and the New Year. We hope to have you on Nationwide again in the New Year. You have been one of our reliable partners here at Nationwide. And so we wish you all the best and see you next year.
Much blessings.
All right. That was the Consular Queen, Nordia Barrett Lewis, talking to us there about VAWA and how persons can benefit from that and what you should ensure that you are doing as a victim to help your case. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we open the phone lines for you. If you want to bring Christmas greetings, of course, it's the consumer hour. So if you have a consumer-related matter, we will definitely hear those as well after the break.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers provides quality insurance coverage and risk management services. The time by Spectrum Insurance Brokers Limited, setting the industry standards, is...
It's 9:34.
The team at Hose Assembly and Supply Limited wishes to thank our valued customers for your support throughout the year. We wish for you a new year filled with love, happiness, and prosperity. Enjoy a safe and peaceful holiday.
Do it for your best life, do it. Go check your HIV status, do it. So keep your life trending, no pretending. Me, I tell yourself do it for you, do it for you. Every time you are link with a condom, coulda Ozzy, coulda wife, coulda be a random. Condom connect and protect your profile. Be your own fan, do it for your best life. Do it for your best life. Do it, don't put yourself at risk. Condom connect every time. Do it for your best life.
Importers. Shipments requiring you to pay customs duties and taxes are cleared on a customs goods declaration known as an IM4 or IMS4. Ask your clearing agent to provide your customs declaration, customs assessment notice, and customs receipt once duties and taxes are paid. Where your clearing agent may not be able to provide the IM4 or IMS4, request your customs goods declaration registration number or C number, which can be used to verify your payments. Importers, request your IM4, IMS4, or C number. It is your right. For details, email the Jamaica Customs Agency at public.relations@jca.gov.jm. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Norege Banton. And for the remainder of the program, we have the phone lines open for you. If you want to bring Christmas greetings, if you have a consumer-related matter as well, we will take your call and we'll see how best we can assist. Just before I go to the phone lines, I am, very disappointed with NCB, and I see the BOJ trying to, ease the pain and the frustration of NCB customers and customers on a whole, because you have persons who are sending money from other banks to NCB customers, NCB accounts, and it is causing some frustration. So the BOJ has relaxed the fees for ACH transfers, which an ACH transfer already takes long. So the point of RTGS is to have it go quickly. And the RTGS transfer system for NCB has been down for, I'm gonna say, weeks now. We still have heard nothing from NCB as to a timeline, as to what they've been doing so far. We've only heard they know that it's a problem and they're trying to fix it. Now, especially in this season, I'm gonna say that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. If you have to jump over the moon to fix it, you have to jump over the moon to fix it, NCB. Especially because NCB has, not been the best throughout this year. And to be operating like this in this time, in this season, crazy. People send money to NCB accounts weeks, nothing. And I am suggesting to NCB, put out a notice and tell the people that you will be sending all the money back to the people them account and make them find a next way for send the money. You have people business mess up because of this, Because your money is literally just there in limbo. You can't take it back. You can't do nothing with it. The money just dead. So NCB, if you're not going to fix the problem anytime soon, send back the people their money to them, make them find somewhere else to get it to whoever they're sending it to. It don't make no sense. You send your money weeks ago, it can't reach to the person, it can't reach back to you. Your money just in the ear, in the middle somewhere. And NCB is saying nothing as to when, a timeline, a date, a target that they're working towards to fix this issue. Soon is not an answer. It cannot be an answer at this time. Be transparent. Make the people them know so you can't fix the issue, you don't know what's wrong. I'm sure that's not good PR sense. But I'm just saying. Like, people's money can't just be up there in limbo. Nobody don't know when they're going to get their money. If it's going to come back to the sender. If it's going to reach the intended party. Nobody knows. So if you have not yet sent any money to an NCB account and you intend to, please ensure that you're using ACH and not RTGS, or just draw the cash and carry it and give the people them if you can, because it's gonna take a while. All right, Michael, good morning. Good morning, Michael.
Happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
Same to you, Michael. Same to you.
To all your listeners, please. I would like to send Christmas greetings to my daughter, Ike, and Aikisha, O'Neill, Zion, Omara, Winchop, and all whom I remember. Happy Christmas when it comes.
All right.
And especially to the Patterson family, because my mother was Patterson, and my grandmother was Madden. So greeting all the Patterson up in the tower, up in the mountain here, and all the Maddens them from Tower to Guava Ridge. Wishing a happy Christmas and a prosperous New Year.
All right, greetings there coming from Michael, all the way up in the hills of the Blue Mountains. All right?
Yeah, man. And I want to enjoy your day tomorrow. And your guys feel special this morning. So it sounds like spice in it.
Whoa. Thank you. Thank you.
I know, say, I hear about Body Cliff Hughes, you know, because I can know, say, school itself to win the Manning Cup, you know.
Yeah, he's very much aware of that. He's very much aware.
Yeah, hear about Body Cliff Hughes.
All right. Yeah. Man. Big up yourself.
And enjoy the rest of the day, and I want to hear from some more of our listeners.
Yes, so we will try our best to get some more of our listeners, especially those who are overseas, to join us via Zoom throughout the program.
We are two overseas, you know, Pansy Michael, Georgia Michael, Marcia Dixon, Sophia Bennett. Yeah, wishing a happy Christmas.
All right.
And a prosperous New Year. And Carol, have a good day and a happy Christmas. Coming from Cheryl and Michael.
All right, then.
Thanks, miss.
All right, Mr. Michael. You know, all this time I thought Michael was his first name. Apparently, Michael is his last name. You know, Mr. Michael. Big up yourself, right? Thank you for calling. In the YouTube comment section, remember we're live on YouTube. It's Nationwide 90 FM live too. So if you want to see what's happening while you listen, then you can go on over to our YouTube chat. But someone in the YouTube chat is saying, Nora, once the next bank sends it to your NCB, it's hard to return it as you need that same RTGS queue for return. He says, I'm a former, she, or is it a woman? I think so. Oh, it's Carisha. She says, I'm a former staff member at BNS from the department, and when RTGS system is down, it's catastrophic. And she also says ACH is not that long as 12 a.m. deposit clear by 11 a.m. The next day, and 2 p.m. is the next clearing time. Clearing from ACH is 2 times a day. It's a run-on thing called Mika or Mika, M-I-C-A. Well, thank you so much for that, Carisha. But you see, where I'm coming from, Carisha, and I understand that there are internal things that, of course, it's going to be difficult. But what I'm saying is, NCB has this issue ongoing, and I always say, communication, it can make or break the experience your customers have with you as a company. And NCB has only been able to say they'll sort out the issue soon. You have see someone in the comments say he called me last week. 3 weeks now. And money he sent or should receive is not where it's supposed to be. And I'm saying, even though it's difficult to get back the money, they need to work out something. They have to work out something. People's money cannot just be up there in limbo and the customers suffer for it. And then next year when it's fixed, NCB just move on like nothing never happened. Which is what is going to happen. Mark my word. NCB, once this is fixed, will move on as if nothing happened. And we can't continue to operate like this. People money just floating in the system for weeks. The sender can't get it back and the receiver can't get it. And it's just there. While some people probably only sent a little bit and probably can find a next way to draw it and get it back whenever this issue is fixed. Remember, people send hundreds of thousands of dollars, you know. Remember, people doing business, especially at this time. So what I'm saying is, however difficult it is, NCB needs to do something for their customers. And NCB is not a little bank. I think, as I said the last time I spoke about this, I can go out on a limb and say NCB is the largest bank with the largest customer base, probably only next to Scotia in Jamaica. So I can imagine how many of those transfers are just stuck right now, with the receiver not knowing when them go and get it and the sender just there waiting. People doing business, people are saying, you don't send the money yet, and they must say, boy, I must send it, but what? People business mash up that way. And what is NCB doing for the customers? Telling you to use ACH when the money already sent. The money already sent. What are you going to do for me now? In a Christmas, worst time for this happen. And then we move on as if nothing happened. We call people for come home and come. We offer people loan and we operate as normal when we fix the issue. Carisha said, Nora, I understand. Hence, I made the comment. If NCB have the system down, it's major as all banks use the system. Jets Corp is responsible for the system, and it's monitored by BOJ. But Carisha, as I say, I understand, and I'm in no way, this is not aimed at you, because you're explaining what happens internally, and I appreciate that, and thank you so much for that. And I understand. But I am saying, however difficult it is, they need to sort it out. People's money cannot be in limbo for weeks, and we just dead it and wait. We can't just sit down and wait. It don't make no sense. Frustration. We're up on the break. Let's take the break and come back with more.
Fill all your prescriptions, get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Mannings Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Mannings Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Mannings Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Mannings Hill Pharmacy is...
It's 9:49.
Spring into style with Unique Living. Upgrade your home with our extensive range of products. Get sleek shower panels, stylish vanities, LED and non-LED mirrors, plus kitchen sinks, closet solutions, ceiling fans, and more. Available in various finishes and sizes. Visit shop number 630 Dunrobin Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-755-3661 or visit our website at www.uniquelivingja.com. Don't wait to spring into style with Unique Living.
This Christmas, choose life. As we recover from Hurricane Melissa's devastation, we're reminded that life is fragile. Pedestrians, stay alert. Drivers, slow down. Rest if you're tired, and never drink and drive. One careless decision can change a family forever. Let's have a safe and prayerful Christmas and a crash-free 2026.
Outperform, outlast, we top performance, Jackama, reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Fancy select tools, free parts and free repairs. 3 parts, free repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61114. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Good morning. You're back here inside the Consumer Hour on Nationwide 90 FM. I am Nora Gay Banton. We are taking your calls. Just to let you know, the numbers to call 876-630-9371. That goes up to 4 and 618-6730. This show has turned into talking about NCB's problem with the RTGS system, but is that redundant? Is the S in RTGS, does the S in RTGS stand for system? You know, like how people say TRN number? I don't want to be doing the same thing. So the RTGS, if the S stands for system. Let's find out. Anyway, Rick Jam NYC in the YouTube comment says, Nora, why aren't persons using Link to transfer money? Link is like Zelle or Cash App in the States. Transfers are immediate across banks. And that is something that we will have to look at. Jamaicans have not yet warmed up to, well, let me say most Jamaicans, because I know that there are others who are using it. But most Jamaicans have not yet warmed up to digital wallets. And so it's gonna take a while for Jamaicans to utilize Link as a digital system, digital wallet, a kind of thing. The government some years ago launched Jamdex, which should serve as the same thing, but not many persons are utilizing that because it takes a while for Jamaicans, especially when it comes to money. It takes a while for Jamaicans to warm up to different methods. There are still many people in Jamaica who do not have online banking, and they don't intend to. Them just think that their money are got thief out, their money are got disappear, and them no want them money depend on online. It took a long while for some people to warm up to getting a card to go draw their money out of ATM. Some people still are going to bank, go take out money, which the bank is, trying to move away from, and has, I think, largely moved away from. So it's gonna take a while for Jamaicans to warm up to digital wallets like Link, like Zelle, like Cash App. It's gonna take a while. Them normally say as foreign sneeze, as US sneeze, we catch cold, but this is one cold where we gonna take a while to catch because we are avoid the sneeze like crazy. Link is something that people, it has been launched, and there was a big there was a huge thrust when it just came, because they were doing you get I think you got $500 or $250 with each referral that you get on to sign up. So many people have signed up, but not many people are utilizing it. And maybe we need to have more of our services and more companies utilizing Link. I know that there are some that utilize Link to accept payment, but we're still warming up to that, and it's gonna take a while for us to get used to that kind of thing. So in the meantime, we are here suffering through the pains of problems with the online transfer system, and here we are in the Christmas. If you sent money to an NCB account using RTGS, then it's gonna be a while. We don't know when the receiver will get that money. We don't know if NCB is even considering sending back the money to the sender. We're just here in limbo. Rick Jam NYC says, Nora, I encourage my sister who is a hairdresser to have her clients pay her via Link. And yeah, that's the route we're gonna have to go to get more Jamaicans acclimatized to using a digital wallet. As I say, Jamaica, when it comes to money, we not say we can't really see it, and we don't know how it go and how it transfer and all of them something there. We like to know say money there yes so, and yes so it there, and we can see when it move, and yeah. So it's gonna take a while. Finally, before we go, I see Health is Well 55 in the YouTube chat asking us to give a shout out to her taxi driver Dill on the Linstead to Bogwalk St. Catherine route. Happy holidays to you, Dill. and Health is Wealth on YouTube here says he's always listening to Nationwide. So Dill on the Linstead to Bogwalk route, big up yourself. One of your passengers here, say for big you up and wish you happy holidays and all the best for the new year. Big up yourself, Dill. You must be a good taxi driver. Big up yourself and continue doing the great work you're doing in the taxi service there. All right. One Just Son on my TikTok watching from Chicago. Big up yourself, One Just Son. And I just want to say to all our listeners, whether you listen on the radio 90 on the 90 FM band or you watch us on YouTube religiously every day, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your continued support here at Nationwide and for all our sponsors, for all the persons who have come on to the Consumer Hour as a sponsor. You have a segment in the Consumer Hour. You place your ads inside the Consumer Hour. Thank you so much. And we look forward to your continued support in 2026. Merry Christmas to all of you and all the best for 2026. This is our final show for this year. And we're going to say goodbye for now. See you next year. We make way now for Cliff Hughes Online.
That was the Consumer Hour with Nora Gay Banton.